Welcome to the Mason River Protected Area, Bird Sanctuary and Ramsar Site, established in 1963 to preserve Jamaica's only documented inland peat bog and its fascinating biodiversity. The Mason River Field Station is owned by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust and co-managed by the Institute of Jamaica and the National Environment and Planning Agency. The Mason River Protected Area is 202 acres of land situated on the border of Clarendon and St. Anne. It was designated a game sanctuary in 1998 and declared a protected national heritage and protected area in 2002. In 2011, it was designated a wetland of international importance or Ramsar site. The 202 acres are divided into 3 areas. 122 acres of land which is permanently fenced and known as the reserve. The reserve contains several unique plant species as well as several endemic birds and insects. The area also includes a peat bog. 36 acres of land is controlled area, left unprotected in order to illustrate the effects of human interference over the years. 44 acres of land are used by residents of the area for agriculture. 2 highly invasive plants, vampire fern, Dicronopteris pectinata, and the strawberry guava, have started displacing native species in the reserve. Large areas of this vampire fern are indicated on the map. Efforts are being made to fight the spread of these invasives. The Mason River Protected Area has a 1.5 kilometer nature walk loop within the core area of the reserve. 431 plant species have been documented at the Mason River Protected Area, of which 90% are native and 11% are endemic, a few of which are endangered. A diversity of animals also exists, such as insects, reptiles, amphibians, bats, and birds. There are at least 59 species of birds, of which 12 are endemic. Some interesting plants, animals, and features that you may see on the trail include orchids. There are over 220 species of orchids on the island, of which approximately 66 are only found in Jamaica. The protected area has ground orchids and epiphytic orchids. Epiphytes are not parasites and do not harm host plants like a parasite would do. Rather, epiphytes only live on other plants for physical support and to gain access to more sunlight. They absorb moisture and nutrients from the environment through specialized cells in their aerial roots. Like orchids, some wild pines or bromeliads are epiphytic, while some grow on the ground. Water that collects at the bases of the leaves can support entire small ecosystems, with algae, insects, crustacea, and tadpoles. Reptiles and birds use this water for drinking purposes also. Lisianthus exertus has no known common names. There are 8 species of Lisianthus in Jamaica, and all are endemic. A fully automated weather station is on the reserve. It has been used by scientists at the National Meteorological Office to collect data on temperature, wind speed and direction, rainfall, and air pressure for over 30 years. The peat bog, which was discovered in 1956, is a special wetland on the property and was the reason for the area being established as a protected area. Peat is an organic fuel formed from decomposing plant and animal materials in the acidic soils of wetlands. The Mason River Protected Area is home to 4 types of carnivorous plants: sundews, Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, and bladderworts. These plants are different from most plants on the reserve because they are specially adapted to environments with low availability of the nutrient nitrogen, as is the case in many wetlands. Their remarkable abilities allow them to trap insects and extract the desired nutrients from them. Sundews are small red plants that trap their prey using sticky droplets of fluid at the ends of hair-like capillaries on their leaves. These droplets resemble drops of dew, glistening in the sun, which is why the plants are called sundews. The sundew is native to Jamaica. Venus flytraps have modified leaves that are triggered to snap shut when small insects walk across them. When the traps close with the prey inside, the plant releases enzymes to digest the insect. Just like other carnivorous plants, the pitcher plant gets some of its nutrients from capturing insects. Insects crawl into the top of the pitcher, fall into the pool of water at the base, get trapped, and are ingested. Both the Venus flytraps and the pitcher plants were introduced from the United States in 1969. Melostomes are distinguished from other plants in the protected area by the checkered pattern on the underside of the leaves. The reserve has 21 species of melostomes, ranging from small herbs to large trees. The cup and saucer flower is a melostome plant that is endemic to Jamaica. Many birds eat the fruits of these trees. More than 600 species of ferns grow in Jamaica. Of these, 32 species grow at the reserve. This species of Lindsaya can only be found here at the reserve and in one area of Westmoreland. These bracken ferns were historically woven together to make mats for drying ginger. Of all the ferns in Jamaica, only 12 species are tree ferns like the ones growing here. These will grow to be about 6 meters tall. The moss growing here is special. Known as sphagnum moss, it can hold 40 times its dry weight in water. During World War I, sphagnum moss was used to bandage wounds because of its ability to hold fluids and its purported antiseptic properties. The strawberry guava is native to Brazil and was introduced to the Mason River protected area. It is an invasive alien species and is often called mountain guava. Birds and children enjoy the fruits of this tree. It is a close relative of our common guava and is also related to pimentos. The prickly pole is a palm tree that is endemic to Jamaica. As you can see, the trunk and leaves have very sharp needle-like prickles that the tree grows for protection. The yellow latex derived from the tar pot tree is waterproof and was historically used to seal canoes. People also use the sturdy leaves to write notes and as playing cards. Dragonflies are known locally as needle cases. They are also called devil's darning needles, horse stingers, and snake doctors. In spite of these fearful common names, dragonflies do not sting. These insects lay their eggs in and around bodies of water, hence the reserve is their ideal habitat. The Jamaican giant anole, locally called green lizards, inhabit forest trees and feed on larger insects such as crickets and roaches. They can rapidly change color from green to almost black when threatened. The Mason River property is an important game sanctuary for many birds. The elusive Connecticut warbler was first reported in Jamaica at the Mason River protected area. The white-crowned pigeon, locally known as ball pate, is a popular game bird. It is frequently seen feeding and resting here. Thanks for joining us on our virtual tour of the Mason River protected area.